is Jim Carrick, and we're in Africa at one of the most amazing construction sites I've ever seen. And this is my crew.
I'm Susan Hay, and today we're building a brand new school for children in desperate need. World Vision partnered with this community just a few months ago. They set into motion a series of events that has been changing lives. But this community had one very important project in mind that they wanted World Vision to help them with, and that's why we're here today.
Everyone wants their children to have an education. That's why all the dads in this community have volunteered their time to build this school. You know, we only have 1 week to meet our deadline. We have 90 kids waiting for their brand new classrooms. We don't want to let them down.
And while we're here, we're getting to know the families, the people in this community. We're going to show you what child sponsorship does, how it changes lives, and yes, the money actually does get here. So joining us soon was the president of World Vision, Dave Toyson, and he's going to show us what goes on here and how World Vision is helping to change this community. Take a look at this.
I'm with the World Vision team here in Tanzania, and we're off to see a brand new project, bouncing around a little bit, as you can tell. This is my colleague Junwa, who's helping us get there. I want to show you child sponsorship and how it helps not only children, but it also helps their communities as well.
Right now, we got a deadline to meet.
So get to work, Jim. Stay with us, because we have some great families that we're going to meet. This is my third trip to Africa with World Vision, but it never gets any easier to see how hard life is here. In this area of Tanzania, years of little or no rain have left only sand where there were once flowing rivers. Lack of water is having a devastating impact on everyone here, especially the children. I traveled to a remote village and met two young boys, Juma, age 6, and his brother, Shija, age 7. They took me to see where they get their water, a small hole in the ground they managed to dig by hand. On the bottom is a few inches of filthy, parasite-ridden water. For Juma and Shija, this is their only choice. No one can live without water. This is full of disease right here. It makes them so sick. Would you give this to your children? They're going to drink this. But the lack of clean water isn't just making people sick. It's also playing a major role in a critical epidemic here. People are going blind. The boy's mother, Hollow, lost her sight years ago, and she doesn't know why. Now she must rely on the boys to help care for her and their younger sister, Margaret. World Vision nurse Mama Kamambo confirmed that the cause of Hollow's blindness is trachoma, the #1 infectious cause of blindness worldwide. The infection usually starts in childhood, and flies are the major cause of transmission. They thrive in these dirty conditions and repeatedly carry the bacteria from child to child. For Hollow, it's too late to cure, and tragically, with clean water, it was easily preventable.
Just a cup of clean water to clean her face daily, then the infection could not be there.
Just a cup of clean water.
Yes.
Makes all the difference.
Just a cup of clean water.
These boys are at high risk to become victims of trachoma, just like their mother. Thankfully, the story is changing. World Vision is working with the community, drilling boreholes to provide safe, clean water. And trained field staff are teaching families to effectively wash their children's faces and eyes, the key to preventing the disease. Children like Juma and Shija will now have a fighting chance. But millions of other children in Africa and around the world can still only dream of what Canadians take for granted, a simple glass of clean water.
Wow, we had an amazing day yesterday. We got a ton done, but you know what? We still got a lot more to do. Great job, guys! You know, it didn't really take me long to figure out how construction is done out here. It's a lot different than back home. It's not as though that you can just run down to your local home improvement store and pick up any supply that you need. Everything here is pretty much done by hand, you know, right down to the bricks. The good news is we got a few more bricks to go and we're finished the final layer. You know, this may look like just all bricks and mortar, but you know, to this community, this is a huge, huge thing for them. This new school, this is hope. This is Headmaster Sahi Frederick Moja, who started the school back in 1991 and actually held classes underneath these trees where there was no buildings. You know, it's dedicated people like this and generous child sponsors back home who make this possible.
Tumbili wakati fulani walikuwa natukuta tumbili, tunawafukuza nyoka. Katika eneo hilo nilitafuta manila, nikaanza kuitumia ile manila. Lakini asilimia 100 karibu na 40 au na 50 World Vision ndio inayonisaidia. Kwa hiyo naweza nikasema kwamba World Vision ni mama, ni baba.
As you can see, we're putting the roof on today. Now the roof is made out of steel. It's a lot different than the thatch roof that you do see around here. This one is actually made to last. Now we got a lot more work to do. We do have a deadline to get to, so I will be back later on with a few more updates. I gotta get back to work.
World Vision has found that the most effective way to break the cycle of poverty is to provide long-lasting solutions like these. Here in Sega, we're distributing seeds, tools, ox plows, and 250 dairy goats so that hungry families can stand on their own feet.
Today we are going to distribute dairy goats. The dairy goats will help the farmers to produce milk for themselves and to sell so they get money. And we are going to distribute ox plows so that the farmers can cultivate a bigger land and get more food. And the problem of farmers is food. And we are going to distribute maize seeds, and they grow faster. They can harvest with little rain.
It's important to understand that in a distribution like this, regarding these plows, that these aren't free, that each farmer is paying a portion of the cost. They will pay that at the end of their first harvest. That money in turn will buy more plows so that other farmers can receive them. This whole idea of helping people help themselves is really critical.
I would like to thank very much the Canadians, the sponsors who are sponsoring World Vision and giving us these funds, this money to buy the goats, to buy the ox plows, to buy the seeds. Please tell them thank you very much, and the farmers are very proud of Canadians.
We know that this is the best way to move children and their communities from poverty and hunger to health and self-reliance. And that's what you're supporting when you're part of World Vision and our special concern for children.
It's a miracle. I thank the people of Canada for what they have done, for their contribution. It's marvelous. May God bless you.
Moment we've all been waiting for. Today we're going to open the school officially. Masam is with us from World Vision, so here we go, Jim.
On behalf of World Vision,
Kwa niaba ya World Vision,
Imwan Wangula Primary School
katika Mwanyagula Primary School
is officially open.
inafunguliwa rasmi. Shushangilie!
in. The walls are painted. Everything's ready to go. You know what we're missing?
What? The
Kids!
The kids now coming into this classroom are in grade 4. They're really excited today. They have never been in a classroom like this. It's so nice to watch their faces. Okay, this is a brand new classroom.
Come on.